Welcome back to New Day Cleveland, everyone, and our show dedicated to our heroes today, our veterans. And it is an honor to be sharing the stage with Travis Mills for our full 2 hours today. And all through this next hour, you will be hearing from other local veterans. They're sharing their stories. They are powerful stories, and I hope you continue to listen to all of those as well. And this is really exciting to have you here today. As an Army veteran, we right now, are you okay with this? We right now have a Marine veteran joining us. Mr. Chris Miller is joining us as well.
Everybody needs role models in life, and I love being his role model, you know. And that's the thing. He looks up to me. He believes in me. You know, you don't want to let him down. It's just like I have a little brother. It's just, it's amazing. But no, you know, Chris obviously is a friend of the foundation, wonderful guy, and he has a story to tell. You know, he's an ambassador for the Travis Mills Foundation. We've been very blessed to have him speak on our behalf because, you know, his family has come up to the foundation, and obviously for that to happen, he had to go through some stuff. So, you know, I just honored to call him a friend. And Chris, I was wondering maybe if you want to share a little bit about your time in the service, what happened, and what led you to come to the foundation.
Absolutely. I was doing some training. My first injury, we ended up getting deployed out to Haiti, and we had a riot breakout, and I sustained a stab wound from a young kid with a tent stake that we set up for them out of a CP tent. Missed my spine by like that much. I was able to make it through this. We went through the riot. We came home. I ended up going to Bridgeport Mountain Warfare Training. We were getting ready to get deployed again with the 24th MU, and me and two other Marines suffered a 50-foot cliff fall to where I broke my back, left me paralyzed from neck down for a while in a wheelchair for a very long time. Had to learn to walk all over again, and now I'm up to over 24 back procedures. I have new vertebrae they gave me inside, machines to help run my body, and you know what, every day is a blessing the way I look at it. And you know what, we just keep our heads high, and I know I feel blessed because I'm able to, you know, help veterans do things that I never thought I'd be able to do again. And a lot of it all came from the Travis Mills Foundation, to where they gave me that kick in the butt that I needed, you know, to realize you're not, you know, disabled, as I learned from Travis. You know, you're a recalibrated, and the foundation has given me that backbone. When I first started 5 years ago, my wife tells me that she's got her best friend back. You know, my boys look at me and tell me, you know what, Dad, you know, we might be the little walking sideshow sometimes with my dog Zulu, and, you know, things are a little bit different, but my boys are here putting arms on, legs on when they're 3, 4, 5 years old. They know about things that go on every day. And at the foundation, we come up there with a family of open arms. First day I met Travis, you know, it was a bonding moment from that spot, except for the Army Marine Corps thing. And but it gives you that chance. You know, the Travis Mills Foundation is a no judgment zone. You know, the kids are brought up in an environment right now to where if their dad is a little bit different, it's okay. And you know what, at the foundation, they've become best friends with kids where their mom and dads have injured these just catastrophic injuries, but they learn to make it through a day. You know, now here I am, I'm coaching Southeast Youth Wrestling with my 3 boys now. It's an honor to be able to do things that I wasn't sure I was able to do. And
I think, and sorry to cut you off here, but I think what's impressive, you look at this big burly guy, and he's really tough, obviously. Look at this beard. But he actually wouldn't do heights, you know. And I get it. He fell off a cliff. He broke his back, and he had a rough day at the office, and it hindered him, and you know, being paralyzed in a wheelchair and stuff. And then he comes out to us, and we had Mike Rowe come in, and Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs built us a high-rise ropes course, and he went up there. And I didn't realize he had a fear of, you know, heights, or didn't want to fall again. And he actually,
it was I had my son pushing me with 7 other veterans and the staff and the volunteers, and I didn't want no part of it. But you know what, Chris Roseberry come over. He's like, "Come on, brother, I got you." Hand by hand, he walked me up, and I've never been above a 6-foot ladder since that. It's bothered me, the smallest things, and it was always in that back of my mind, something's going to happen, until that day. They walked me up, Kelly and Chris pushed me, and it was my son, when I was standing at the top.
24 feet up.
On that line.
Automatic belay. You got to just trust
and he
it's going to
said,
work.
he said, okay, Dad. Now my son was like 4 years old. He says, you got this. And my wife, my kids, and the veterans, you got this. They all know the struggle. And the 8 months that I spent in the hospital, it was just, can I do it? And I was like, And my son's like, 1, 2, 3. And for that second, it turned out to be 20 seconds later, because I remember him saying, Dad, 23, 24, will you please jump? And I come and I looked at Chris Roseberry and he said, brother, I got you. And all those veterans did it. And I took that leap of faith. And I tell you what, it was one of the best things that I did, because from that moment on, it gave me the power to drive forward and know the things that I could do on a daily basis. You can't stop me. And I have those days and that I suffer all this stuff, and it's because of Travis. I look back at things, you know, it could always be so much worse, but he told me never give up, never quit. And I tell you what, it's been an honor and a privilege to be able to travel different states and do different events with him. He's just motivating for the family, the area, and my whole area knows about in Diamond, Ohio, a small town over here, hometown. I'm doing something. It just means a lot, and my heart goes out to every veteran today. And to be able to do this, it's awesome to do it beside him.
And we're really grateful for that. But I do got to say, what I tell you guys, big brother, he looks up to me. Thank you. Sorry.
Let me just quickly say this too. You mentioned that you were different and that your kids might look at you as different. Well, you're different in the most heroic and impactful way possible. You are such an inspiration. And as I hear you tell your story, I looked out at this room full of veterans, and there wasn't a dry eye. And they know what you're going through too. And I know that you've all experienced your own stories as well. And for me and the rest of us who have not gone through that, we just can do nothing but thank you and be so appreciative for what you've done and the life now that you live to inspire us continuously. So thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
And thank you for bringing Zulu. This is like the one and only time I don't reference a dog first in my life, but thank you for sharing that story with us. We appreciate that. We're going to have much more here from the VFW and all of these amazing veterans when we come back. There's little Zulu.